Alright, welcome back guys to my channel, Indoor Carnivores. It's been a long time since I've done an update. I'm sure a lot of things have changed in this greenhouse since I've gone over it. I've just been really busy and so I haven't had the time to. Yes, I still have plants in my actual room, but majority of my big plants are out here now just because of limited space indoors, obviously. So yeah, I guess I'll start up top here if I can squeeze in, and I'm going to throw it on 0.5 view just to make it easier. Left side in this pot is a Nepenthes ventrata I established from a cutting. It was the first Nepenthes cutting I took, so but it's a ventrata, so I don't really care. Next pot over is Nepenthes Peter D'Amato, which I believe is Ventricosa lowii. I believe last time it had a massive vine hanging down, ran out of room, so I needed to cut it, and it did throw out a basil. That's the wrong one, throw out a basil, and so it's been throwing off pitchers like crazy, the nice big lowii ventricosa pitchers. One back here, this one got all tangled in the main vine that I cut. One back there, got another hiding behind the light. One developing back there, and I think there was one developing back behind the ventrata, but it died for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, next one over is my Nepenthes spectabilis lowii ventricosa, which is an EP plant, I should say. And this one also had a main vine that I had to cut. Again, it was getting too big, but I guess once you cut the main vine, the plant just explodes in size, and so it's freaking massive now. Not the pitchers itself, but the plant itself is massive. Both the Peter D'Amato and this one are, but this is a lower. It's not as flashy as the uppers. I'm more of a fan of the uppers on this one, but I had to cut them to save room. So, and my back is hurting trying to squeeze into here, so I'm gonna step out. And right here is my Nepenthes. Is it lowii campanulata? And it has two basils that are getting of decent size, and the main one, I'm not going to cut the main one. It's not taking up too much room. And this is a brand new one. It's opened up. I love it. Some people say it looks like Minecraft in there. But yeah, this is an older one. You'll see the exudate stuff right there. The ants love it. And those are the lowers, and so these are the uppers, lowers, uppers. There's quite a few lowers coming down from the basils. Now next one over is Burkii hamata. This one also had a vine that was vining up right here. I had to cut it to save room, and it's doing fine. Basil's taking off like always. Nothing really too interesting about the Burkii hamata other than it's really freaking vigorous. Next one over is going to be my first Helianthera of the collection, and it is Tadia folliculata. It is massive. It smells sweet if you smell inside. The ants love it. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. I think it's full of ants at this point. So next one over, one of the newer additions, is a Helianthera McDonaldae. After growing this one and the Godzilla, figured I'd try my luck at a McDonaldae. I have the right conditions for it, right light. So you may notice that this, I have lights there, and I have light here. I believe this is a 22 watt light, and that's an 18 watt light. So supplementing light, but stronger light here just because these love a lot more light, these ones here, excluding the Nepenthes, I guess, but they seem to enjoy it actually. Next one over is a Pinguicula gigantea Alfred Lau. I believe from my understanding it's technically not a gigantea, but I could be wrong. I'm not too sure. This one is a Cephalosis follicularis China lab from Carnivoro. I believe this was T-seed, hence the weird clumpingness to it all, and I try to maintain it. It's not the best looking. Right here is another Cephalotis. It is called Black Purple from Curious Plant, I believe. Is it Curious Plant? I don't remember. Rainbow Carnivores, I think. Whatever, they're one of the California nurseries. Back here is an IMA EP A cross B, so got that from Carnivoro. Doing good. Here is another awesome one I'm looking forward to. Actually, I have two of these plants. It's a Velosa Rob, and this one was a tinier one I got, and it's finally doing good. And I'm gonna shift down. All right, my dog's barking at me. Come here. And so anyways, right here is gonna be another EP. It's Rafflesiana trismatiensis. This is the closest picture that I can reach. Stout, has the Rafflesiana wings, and then the trismatiensis like lid. It's very neat. The newest one's back there, and it looks awesome when they're freshly opened. But next over is Nepenthes IMAB, which is a parent of that tiny one I showed up there. And I had two of these. I think last time I showed them, they were also vining like really long. So I cut them halfway to propagate them. And IMA strikes really easily, so they're actually already striking. And then you see the node activating here, and I believe the node's activating on the other one back there somewhere. But yeah, they haven't thrown out pictures obviously because I chopped the vine, so, but it was much needed. Now back here, this plant is another EP plant. It is Nepenthes Riker, which is Loyai Veitchii tivii platykyla. And I did cuttings of that and I did sell them. But there you go. That is what it looks like. Really influence from the platykyla there. And opened up another one back here. I can't really tell. Next over is Nepenthes Fancy Fish from Leilani. Nothing too crazy, but massive picture. Over here is Hamada Predator, or no, sorry, Nepenthes Hamada Truncata, which is Nepenthes Predator, which is EP as well. And it's vining, but no basil. And then another one over here is another EP plant. It is Eddie Hamada, God against me, Eddie Truncata. There you go, boom. Back here is Spectabilis. It was vining and I had to cut it because it was out of room, but there was a basil. Basil's taking a while to take off, but I have faith. Over here is Nepenthes Godzilla. It is massive. I think I measured them. They're over 14 inches, maybe 15, I don't know. But those nectar spoons are massive. You can see the nectar just dripping out here. And it's flowered too. I should probably try harvest that. It looks prime actually. Then over here I have Ventricosa porcelain, or C. Yeah, C, which is also an EP plant. Doesn't really picture in the summer months because it's too hot, but you can see now it's throwing off tendril, or developing pictures on these tendrils like crazy now. Back here is Inermis. Again, does not like summer heat. Now that's cooler. We got the uppers kicking in again. Down here is Drosera Adelaide. It's just kicking in the low light. I have the humidifier unplugged right now, but it does get below 50 at night, so I just have this oil heater kick on and keeps it above 50 at all times. And I'll show a few more. Over here is Pinguicula Aphrodite. I think it has two now. Yep. This is Spatulata Hamada. Nothing crazy about this one. Has two basils. And then over here is Singulana Diabolica. Yes. Over here, Spatulata Jacquelineae. Has some cool hibiscus fluid, I think. Yeah, there you go. This is Loyai Mollis. Boom, back there actually. That one. This one is Densiflora arstioloides. Jacquelineae finally opening a picture after the hot summer months. Another Ventrata cutting. This is Hamada Eddie, clone 1, Andreas Rostuba, back there. Then you got seed grown Jambon. Then you got Hamada Rob. Then that's the Jambon here. Another one back there. This is Propagation Campanulata. And then down here, this one's not really super crazy. It's Veitchii Loyai Propagation Eddie. Really does look like just hybrid. This is my first jambon here. This is BE, like, what is it? BE 3785. It's got a basal growing. Forgot to mention this. This is Utriculata alpina. Does fine. And then this is the Velocirab, the bigger Velocirab. It looks absolutely stunning. And so I'm looking forward to it. It looks like this one's just opening up as well. But I've recently just fertilized everything like a couple days ago, so hopefully everything takes off. And then actually, just outside here, don't have room for the Gaia anymore, so I threw it outside, just hanging. And this is I don't even know what this is. Oh, Veitchii Burb or Burb Veitchii, something like that. But yeah, that is gonna do it for this episode. Maybe try to update you guys in February. See how everything's doing. I'm gonna assume everything's gonna be looking awesome by then. Also, funny fact, I think this is a false viperi or vipieri or whatever they call it. Looks like the lid of the Healy's, but turns into be a flower. So, anyways, figured I'd highlight that, and then a desiccated Lowii Metricosta picture that my dog attacked. But yeah, it's gonna wrap it up. If you guys want to see more content, have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, like, whatever. And hopefully I can throw another update out for you guys pretty soon.